Hello and welcome back. This is the last video, at least I think this is the last video of chapter 1. So congratulations, you've made it through 2 chapters so far. Now the first chapter, chapter 0, was just introduction and getting started, but you've made it through that and now you've made it through an entire chapter. Now, if you're a little confused, don't worry about it, okay? I want you to keep pressing on. If you get the basic concept of HTML, that you have an opening and a closing tag, and that it's used to mark up, and it's a markup language, and that it's used in a browser to display some sort of information, then you're on the right track, okay? So we're going to go through this. We're going to all that we've learned so far is that we're going to have so much repetition in future chapters of us using this that you don't need to memorize it. You don't need to feel like you understand every single element or everything that we've done up to this point. You just need to get the overall concepts, okay? Repetition will sink this into your brain. All right, so I just wanted to kind of ease your mind with that. The other thing I want to do is just talk about a little bit more about like what happens if you want to know more. Where do you go? What if you forget some of this? Well, you can look back at your code for one, but I want to show you a great resource. So let me switch over to my screen here, and I'm going to go over here and just make this a little bigger here. And a great resource for beginners on HTML is w3schools.com. Okay, and if you go down here, you can click on Learn HTML, and they have basically from top to bottom here, you can click on a section and read, and they have examples, and you can click on try yourself, and they have a few more other examples. But yeah, say you want to go and check out lists again or links, you just click there, and now they show you an example of an unordered list and an ordered list, and you can see the code here for an unordered list and an ordered list, and you can read more about what's available. Yeah, so this site right here, w3schools.com, it's free. They have lots of cool information on here. Again, this is great for beginners because it's very basic and it's not going to be too crazy. But yeah, I would say go through this if you want to know more about some tags we didn't cover. But if you want to go through more or if you don't feel like watching the video again, I do encourage you to try to get information from different mediums, especially because you need some sort of reference to go back when you forget, when you're building your own projects. Like, oh yeah, how did I do an input? Oh, let's go down here and find forms. Okay, HTML forms, input types. You can click on the forms, and you can just briefly go through here and see a lot of these different types of text fields and things like that. So I hope that's helpful, and I'm going to try to remember at the end of each chapter to give you more information where you can study deeper and you can go and look up information, because you're not going to need to remember everything in programming. You are going to need to be a good problem solver, and part of being a good problem solver is trying to find information quickly. So just what I would say to remember is to know what is possible with HTML, and as we go along, know what's possible and know what the basic structures are, because you're going to remember, hey, I remember to do a form tag, but I don't remember exactly what the syntax of that is. Okay, well then you just go and look it up, okay? That's not a big deal. You're going to use the documentation of all different types your entire career of development. Don't feel like you have to remember everything. So that being said, let's move on. In the next chapter, we're going to start talking about styling with CSS, and I'll see you there.